Access to local and government services, promote impact instead of a once-off rescue service, drive change to sustainable monthly follow-ups, to create opportunities through empowerment. Now, what we looked at, what is the highest social ills or the critical things that we could look at was domestic violence, substance abuse, child neglect, unemployment, and sexual violence. SASA will go into child neglect because it's one of the symptoms or one of the issues that creates this child neglect based to our substance abuse. So we looked at target areas. What is the worst areas in the community, the hotspots we call it. And the hotspots that we identified was scarcity, extension 1, extension 8. So that was the 3 hotspot areas. So we looked at if we have the week of service delivery, how can we impact it the most in those specific hotspots? So the idea is to bring the services to the community, but also that when people normally say, I want rehab, we've done door-to-door knocks, we've done all different campaigns, but the impact's not that great. So now what we want to achieve for that week is that if we have this campaign going for that specific issue, it is relating to the 16 days of activism, that people are able to tap into the services for that day and get assistance. So the idea is basically to set up our campaign in extension 1 for that day, for 2 days in the week. Because 1 day is too little if you look at the impact that we want to create. But when we go to that specific service center or day, we must have the stakeholders that's relevant to the issues there. For instance, if someone says, I have a substance problem, social development needs to be there to do the psychosocial intake. From there, we need to get that medical done. We will have spaces available at rehab centers for that. If it's 20 spaces for the week, by 4 o'clock the afternoon, our transport must be able to pick up those kids, take them to rehab, and they are summer treated. If it is domestic violence, that very day, if someone says, I have domestic violence, SAPS is there, have you opened a case, what is it? Women's Forum must be there, people that is involved in that specific portfolio, so that assistance can be given right there. If it is the SASA thing with the granny saying, or someone saying, this woman is smoking out the SASA card, a card is at a money lender, whatever, Portia, they must be able to take that ID of that woman, log it in, it needs to be blocked and turned to the person that has actually got the child in care. If there's unresolved cases, so NPA is part of it, is that I've got a protection order, but this guy, they're not arresting him and he's harassing me, so there's a warrant out. Let's look at all of that. So it's about making the greatest impact that week within our community. But not just for that week, it's to go back to those sites where we were within a month. It will also give us a bit of background on stats that we can put together and looking at how was the service, what happened, and also making sure that people are aware. Beyond that, is to have pamphlets with all the relevant contact details on of everybody that you need to know. Like people, we talk about maybe domestic violence. When there's an issue, people phone the police station, maybe they're not getting assistance there. They could go a different route to assist, in that instance. So there's a lot of issues that we can raise there. Sexual violence, we've got, I was distraught on Tuesday when I came back from the farm. I was busy with the program of the girls and I asked them just offhand, this is 20 girls, to write one hurt, that's the worst. 80% of them has been raped or sexually abused. And that's one group of 20 girls. And that led them into where they are and whatever. And so if we look at the sexual abuse and violence against women in our community, it's very high, and it's not being reported. And also we don't have a rape crisis center within our community. We go to the police station, it might not be the best place for people to go to. When they are in that situation, they need to know that there's a place that understands. So it's all of that. So sexual violence is high. So all of this campaign is based around the 16 days of activism. It will be, we're looking at the launch date on the 25th, which is the Friday, which is the official day of 16 days. But our launch, we want to create an atmosphere and an environment in the community where the 16 trees on the main road to bandage it. Now, there's a whole confusion on what the color is for 16 days. For some people it's orange. There's actually an orange campaign that they call the Orange Campaign against violence against women. And for others is white. It's the white also. White, and then they have Black Thursdays. So we need to decide what color we're going to use. But remember, we just come from the woman that was killed in Extension 1. We've got so much people that died in this. So if we done one, because substance is our main focus at the end of the day, because it is the bottom line issue to a root cause for a lot of it, is to do maybe white and yellow, because substance color is yellow. So we do white and we do a yellow tree, white and a yellow tree, and then do the white balloons at the police station. So our police station will be the center of because it's the central point within the community. So as to do that balloons and make it very, this is 16 days against activism, and really get a strong message out there that we are fight for, if you want to say that. But to really put that posters out there and saying this is where we are now. Did I leave out anything?
Madam Chair, traffic balloons will be branded.
We can brand them, but I'm not certain. Do you have someone that can brand it?
Well, I'm going, the reason why I have to leave, I'm going to a company, a shop that is doing balloons. Let me find out who the supplier is and can they...
So it's 16 days of activism.
You understand?
What are we going to call our campaign?
It's like, children is going to say...
We have to have a name for our campaign.
We have to have a theme.
What is our campaign name? That's what we have to think about today. We also have to look at, as the team, and then next week we will call in all the stakeholders, the NPA, everybody, because we need to give them our draft on what is expected of them. So the idea was we will have gazebos, we will have Aldo's FM recording from there, we will have everybody, our media campaigns track on that. So we will have the first marquee or gazebo will be the LDAC man local. So you go in there, we will have laptops, so we will capture your data and what the reason is why you're coming. If it's substance, is it domestic violence, so we can have a database, contact details. Okay, you want substance, there is marker number 4. Those people are dealing with substance, domestic violence, all of that, so that it's relevant to where we are. So we need to actually have a media strat to get the campaign out there in putting out. So what we thought about was using lines like voiceovers of people just saying, you know, this is going to happen kind of thing for that. Have I covered everything that we discussed more or less on the strat? I don't know if there's any questions or input for now.
Are we putting up posters?
We'll come to the resources and things in a minute, what is needed.
Can you, Madam Chair, can you
Please
just
pick up.
go back to the campaign
It's
name?
cold. Okay, so we have to think about the campaign name.
6 weeks. Fried, sunny side up.
I don't want to say service blitz. It needs to be something about front food.
That's why because
That we very enough. Sorry,
Waiting for the egg.
I'm waiting for the kids.
But it's cold.